Hard Truth Distilling Co. has been killing it with their wonderful rye whiskey, but they recently released some bourbons and a whiskey from the general whiskey category. Are they as good? If you want to find out, let's stick around. Okay, so the source of these bottles, we did not
pay for that.
We did not pay for these bottles. These are media bottles that were sent to us by the distillery.
But we're going to share them nonetheless.
Now, we do have bottles of Hard Truth we did pay for.
Yeah.
So the backstory is Jason Gaylor, amazing admin for the Bourbon Real Talk community. Mm-hmm. Been there since the beginning.
Yep.
He lives in Indiana and not too far from the distillery, and he's the one that originally turned me on to them. Mm-hmm. So I think it's for my birthday one year. He bought me a bottle of their rye whiskey and sent it on over, and then shortly thereafter they got distribution in Texas. And our whiskey club, Someone Said Whiskey, did one of the first single barrel selections that they had done in the state. And we are also in talks with them to plan a distillery takeover.
What?
Which I'm pretty excited about because I hear their facility is amazing. They have like a acreage and ATV tours and all kinds of amazing stuff.
I did not go on the last trip to Indiana, and
so I
feel like I missed out.
A really good reason to consider joining Patreon, which you'll hear more about at the end of the episode. So the distillery is called Hard Truth Distilling Co.
Company. Do people really say co?
It says co, bro.
Yeah, but they mean company.
I know. But, you know, it's company. Fine.
Say it right.
We'll do it your way.
Yeah.
All right. So we are going to be trying 3 new SKUs.
Yes.
So it's the Farmer's Reserve blend of straight whiskeys.
Okay.
Which is distillery only.
Yeah.
And then a wheated bourbon that is bottled in bond. Mm-hmm. And then they're just regular straight bourbon small batch. And the ages on these... The Farmer's Reserve's non-age stated. The bottled and bond had an age statement on it because it was from one distilling season being bottled and bond, so it was 5 years. Mm-hmm. And the small batch is also non-age stated.
Okay.
The proofs in order: 106 for the Farmer's Reserve, 100 because of bottled and bond, mm-hmm. and 90 proof for their small batch. Their SRPs are $69.99. Which is a pretty high price for most Hard Truth products. They're very affordable products. Their bottle and bond was only $51.99, and their small batch was only $41.99. Now, I'm saying only, not because I'm comparing them to, Heaven Hill or something like that.
Sure.
But for a small craft distillery that's making their own product, mm-hmm. It is pretty remarkable that their prices are that low. Yeah. In distribution. Their bottle size is 750. So the other interesting thing about this whiskey, the first one,
okay,
is that it is a blend of straight whiskeys. And the reason why is because they blended together some of their bourbon and some of their rye. Mm-hmm. So it threw it out of both categories.
Oh, gotcha.
So since these whiskeys are quite different in their makeup, we're going to have to basically do 3 reviews in one. So the first whiskey that we're going to try on their left is the Family Reserve. And what's interesting about it is it's actually finished with Amburana staves.
Okay.
Or some sort of toasted Amburana wood.
Okay.
Could be cubes, could be staves, could be chips, I don't know.
And the label's different than normal too.
It's got like some custom artwork on it. And so what do you get on this bad boy?
This one was like apple pie to me.
Yeah, especially on the nose. I mean, I
don't feel like I tasted apple pie, but I smelled apple pie, which was weird.
Yeah.
Because there was this weird thing where like I smelled apple pie and then I went to sip it and then I got like that dry, like chocolatey flavor that you get when you eat chocolate mousse. Mm-hmm. So like opposite ends of the spectrum,
apple pie, chocolate mousse, and because of the Amburana, a ton of cinnamon. Mm-hmm. So it's Cinnamon Toast Crunch. But I'm picking up something now that I didn't quite notice.
I feel like there's a little bit of coffee in here too, but I don't know that you.
I don't get coffee. I get smoke.
I get that. Yeah, it's a little smoky.
It's a little bit
but
of
like
smoke.
I normally don't like smoky, but it's so sweet that it doesn't like. The smoke doesn't take it over.
Yeah, it's
But
like
there's
a sweeter
like
smoke.
whatever that bitter thing is that's in, chocolate and coffee. That's what I get on the end, but it doesn't like.
It didn't taste.
It's not off-putting.
It's a little bit of bitterness. Yeah, yeah. All right. So there's that one.
Yep.
So number 2 is
The weeded.
the weeded bottled and bond.
This one smells so sweet.
Yeah. So obviously vanilla, right up front, and it's got, those caramelized sugar flavors from the toasted barrel. Would you say it's butterscotch, caramel, or toffee?
I get caramelly on this one. Mm-hmm. But it's not like overwhelmingly like syrupy.
Yeah.
Caramel.
I also get apple on this one.
Yeah.
But it's not the apple pie that I got on the other.
No, The other one, because there was so much cinnamon in it, it was more like a pie. This is like a fresh kind of green apple maybe. Because it braked. But you also, on this one, you said blueberry. And I was like, I don't believe you. And then we pulled out the kit.
Yeah.
And he pulled out the blueberry. And I stuck it under my nose. And I was like,
it's for sure blueberry.
It's for sure blueberry.
In fact, I think I get a little more blueberry on this than I do apple. And blueberry's not a common note for me for bourbons.
Well, and I don't know that the apple that we have in our kit is necessarily green.
Yeah.
No, I mean this is it's very green apple-y to me, but difference of opinion, I suppose. I mean, I get your blueberry, but I do get as much apple, so.
Oh, okay.
To each their own.
Yeah, I'll fight you on that.
Okay.
I'm right. Just kidding.
There's no right.
There is no right.
There's
Everyone's
no right in
palate's
whiskey.
different. Okay, now let's talk about the small batch bourbon. Mm-hmm. And so this one, vanilla up front, and this one's got a little bit of cherry, I feel like.
Yes. I picked up on the cherry. It's got like, it almost smells kind of perfumey, like it's light and sweet and fruity and I definitely get the cherry.
It also has the apple in it. Mm-hmm. This one though, I felt like had a little bit more of like, there's a bitter flavor that comes through. Because this one has the more rye in it. Mm-hmm. The wheated obviously was wheated. And their rye whiskey has a flavor. Now you said that you got chocolate on this.
I was trying to decide if it was chocolate or coffee. Because again, it's got a little bit of bitterness on the end. Like on the,
For me,
but you got more tea.
I get tea. And I get a strong tea component on all of their rye whiskeys.
And like
It
I don't
tastes
actually
like sweet, like Earl Grey's tea.
I don't drink tea at all, but I like the way it smells, which
I grew up drinking tea, so
I did not. So
but because of the rye, I also get clove.
Very chocolatey.
Clove, and I don't get chocolate. I get
do.
tea.
I get chocolate.
So the bitter flavor for her is chocolate. For me, it's tea. And then
but you were saying like
I get
clove
and nutmeg too.
Some of the
there's a little bit of
notes.
spice in this. This is the nutmeg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been trying to use the aroma kit a little bit more because I'm normally just a pass fail on whiskey. Either I like it or I don't. But I'm trying to be able to pick out flavors. Someone put me on the spot once. They're like, "What do you get in this whiskey?" And I'm like, "Oh no, I just like it." So I'm trying. So that's why we're incorporating our aroma kit.
Yeah. So how would you rate these whiskeys on a 100-point scale?
I do like them. They're pretty yummy. It's not like my my go-to probably.
Okay.
Because the chocolatey flavors that I get in them are not my norm. I feel like I have to be very polite.
Yeah.
I'm very bad at the rating system because I feel like I'm more pass fail. But these would be like 88, 89 for me. Like,
yeah, I'm in that same range on these.
I wouldn't turn them down.
I would say I'm not a huge fan of Amberana.
Okay.
And this is probably my favorite Amberana that
Okay.
I've
Yeah.
had. Because Amberana can just be so overdone, and this was slightly more well integrated with the other flavors. So
The weeded one was very sweet for me, so I did like that one.
I'm gonna rate all of these at 88.
Yeah.
Which I know sounds weird, but I like them all about equal for
Sure.
the same reason. Are they a buy or pass at SRP?
I think they're a great price.
I think they're a great price. I would
Yeah.
certainly pick one of these up. I think if you're a whiskey enthusiast, you should have these on your shelf. And even though the distillery only at $69.99 is a little bit more expensive, I would still get one of those if I had the opportunity because it is such an excellent example of Amberana integrated in with American spirits.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's a good idea. Now let's do a giveaway.
Giveaways.
So we
Yeah.
have, it looks like we have 3 over here, but this is actually 2.
Okay.
Because 2 of these are the same.
Are the same? Okay.
This is just not open yet. So we have 5 expressions
Yeah.
from the distillery, and we are going to give you a sample, a 1-ounce sample of the
each
small
one?
batch rye, a 1-ounce sample of my single barrel rye that I picked.
Yeah.
A
then
1-ounce
each of the
sample of the
new ones.
Amberana, the Bottle Bond Weeded, and the small batch bourbon. And let's do 3 winners.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I think that's great. I mean, that's why it's great to get media bottles so we can give more away.
Yeah, we can give more away. So we're going to have 3 winners out there. And the way that you enter to win is to like this video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell so you get notified of future giveaways and future content, because we do a giveaway in every episode. And then you have to fill out the web form in the video description below. So just below the play video box, there is a description, and then there's a link. Some people have been asking.
Yep.
And when you fill it out, it's going to give us your basic information, enough that we can run a randomizer, which we will post publicly on the YouTube channel. And then we reach out to the winner, and we get your address, and we ship you your samples absolutely for free.
Yep.
And if you like this content, and you want to consider supporting this channel, what are the ways they can do that?
We got lots of things. So we have a Patreon with 6 different levels to fit every budget, really. We tried really hard to make sure there was something for everyone. But we also wanted to make sure that all of the levels had really cool stuff. We try really hard on that too. Distillery takeovers, virtual bottle shares, discounts on merch. Help me out because I always forget all the things.
I mean, you hit some of the high points. I
Yeah.
mean, we do some bonus content on there.
Yes.
You get early access to new products when they release, and but I think the big thing is the community and the hanging out and doing the distillery takeovers, and then of course you get access to the single barrels and things like that. And then the other way that you can support us is just through our merch. We have really amazing products, all curated by Lindsay. So we've got the aroma kit.
Yep.
Bottle carrying bags, the custom glassware that's designed for high proof American spirits, and a lot of other really wonderful things on there. And then lastly, we do run a residential real estate business together. And if you were looking for an agent in the Dallas or Houston metro area, we'd like you to consider us for the job. We do give Epic bottles as closing gifts, but we have a lot of experience in the industry and do a really good job for our clients. And you can find links for all 3 ways to support the channel in the video description below with the free giveaway link. So if this is your first time tuning into the channel, we'd love to let you know a little bit about our show philosophy and what we're all about. And that is, we want to use whiskey to bring people together. I lost my younger brother to suicide. His friends shared with me how some of his social connections had started to break down towards the end of his life. And I saw how whiskey was helping people to form those same kinds of social connections. And it made me think, maybe if I could get you connected to the whiskey would do the rest of the job and get you connected to others. So we started this channel, and ultimately it led us to starting Bourbon Real Talk Community, which is a free Facebook-based whiskey enthusiast forum that you can go join right now. And it's just a lot of really great things going on over there. Most of it's whiskey related, but some of it's community building and building each other up and kind of living our lives together online, and planning to get together in person and things like that. So a lot of good things. But we have some rules for that community. And one of those rules is no trolls, because we saw online there were a lot of individuals out there that spread negativity online, and we didn't want that for our community.
So you got to be kind.
You do have to be kind. And those trolls taught us that we needed to make our community that way. But They also taught us that if they can hate somebody online and show hate to a stranger online, we can show love to a stranger online. And that's why we end every episode the same way, and that's this. If you woke up this morning and you're unsure whether or not anyone loved you, just know that we love you. We'll see you next time on Bourbon Real Talk. Cheers. Well, it's too late, baby, now it's too late. And I really need to start this recording. Are they good? If you want to find out, stick around.
Yepper.
Can you do that?
Me? No.
Yeah.
I feel like I could do it if I tried to pretend to be you.
Let's see what you got.
No, dude.
Give me what you got for a poach chop. Come on. Let's see what you got.
Like, Randy Sullivan here with Bourbon Real Talk.
Do the thing.
No.
Do it.
No.
Lame.
Yeah. Hashtag buzzkill.
Hashtag 100% lame. You can make fun of me, but you can't read the teleprompter?
No. Because that one time I put the emphasis on the wrong syllable and that was stupid.
It was
if you
awful.
want to hear about it, stick around. It was stupid.
If you want to hear about it.
I didn't say it like that.
But people get mad at me for talking too much.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
I just need to drink more and then I'm less nervous. Okay, so I'm not doing your intro.
All right.
Next.
Another interesting thing. What was I going to say?
I know no interesting things about this distillery.
I don't remember. It's not because I've had too much whiskey.
No, we just started.
Just started.
I do think it's cute that you spilled mousse. Like it tastes like a chocolate mousse.
How else do you spell it?
Mousse dessert is Mousse.
Oh, see, I don't speak French, so how would I know that? Move that over.
Nearly clocked your head.
The hair protects me.
But maybe I'll like chime in. Did you hear all the bottles rattle when I...
That's how we know if some of our teenagers come in here. You can hear the bottles rattle. Just kidding, our teenagers would never come in here to drink.